In this video, I'm gonna show you a recipe of how to make kafta tray with potatoes, tomatoes, and onions. I used some breadcrumbs. I ground some toasted breadsticks in the mixer. I used one little bunch of parsley and 5 small onions cut in rounds and 7 potatoes and 3 tomatoes. I place in the mixer toasted breadsticks. It's gonna help it bind together. I start grinding the first 3 and then I add another 2. And then I turn it off once they're done. You're gonna get some that are very, very fine and others that are a little bit more coarse. And now I'm soaking the bunch of parsley in vinegar water. And then I finely chopped it. I chopped the onions first before grinding them, and be careful on how you blend it in the blender because you don't want it to get kind of watery. So I would use some pulses instead of just grinding it on setting 1 or setting 2. You can either use beef or you can use lamb. And then I add on top of the meat, the onions, some breadcrumbs and some parsley, and then I blend them together in the blender. And I add 1 teaspoon of allspices, 1 teaspoon of Himalayan salt, and 1 espresso cup of vegetable oil, and then I blend them together. And if you feel like they're not blending well, you can add 1 or 2 espresso cups of water. And now I'm oiling the tray. It's preferable to use a metal tray. Here I was trying to use a glass tray, and all you need to do is just add a little bit of water, lay them in the tray, and if you feel they're too sticky, add a little bit more water to your hands, and then continue the process until you lay them beautifully in the tray. Make sure that the tray is well oiled so they don't stick and burn on it. And then I'm gonna show you the second batch for the second tray. Same process again, but I'm adding the spices from the beginning. 1 espresso cup of vegetable oil and parsley with onions and then the meat, and I'm blending them together, adding espresso cup of water for the process to be more smooth. And what I do with potatoes is I fry them separately. Usually I fry them all the way, and this is what I would do again if I were to make it again right now. I would fry them all the way and keep them completely separate from the tray, unless you like them a little bit more mushy or more soft. I like them to be completely crispy hard. I lay the kafta first, and then the potatoes, and then the tomatoes, and then the onions. This is what I would do differently than what I've done in this tray, because if the tomatoes are not fully cooked, they can give some of their juice to the kafta meat, which will give it a fishy smell and flavor, and it's not gonna be ideal. So I would lay the tomatoes on the top before I lay the onions. So the top layer would be onions, then we would have the tomatoes, then we would have the potatoes, and then we would have the kafta meat. Then I dissolve the tomato paste in a bowl of water and I scoop it onto the kafta tray, and I repeat the process until I have enough liquid in the tray, which will warm up the meat and the rest of the vegetables so they cook really well. And this is the final result. I cooked the kafta tray at 350 Fahrenheit. And now I'm gonna show you how I prepared the side salad, which consists of cubes of cucumbers and tomatoes. So this is the traditional Lebanese dressing, which consists of olive oil, garlic, and lemon juice. It's super healthy and super delicious. And for this specific size of salad, I put 2 cloves of garlic and 2 lemons, in addition to the same amount of lemon juice of olive oil. You just drizzle the olive oil. We don't really measure how much we put olive oil or lemon or garlic. We usually eye it and then we taste it, and if it's the right flavor, then it's good to go.
All, madam?
Yes, please. Or put half and then I'll mix and then we'll put the other half. Yeah. More. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, and now you can add everything. Perfect. Yeah, add them all. This is the dessert we had afterwards. It was so delicious. And that is all. Thank you so much guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Love you so much. Mwah.